postponing and overthinking this video for a few weeks now, and I finally decided that, you know what, let's just do it how we always do and just go for it and just do it. So as I'm having tea, I decided to just do it, you know. Oh, tea is finished. I need to make another one. Okay. So let's brew another batch of tea together while we catch up on what has been going on this past few weeks. So I left home. I just woke up, packed up my shit, and left because I was no longer in an environment that was serving me, and I just had to leave without a plan, with a plan, but not so much of a plan because I had limited resources, and I just knew that if I kept trying to have everything perfect, it wasn't gonna work out. So I just had to do what I had to do in that moment. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna fill this up. I'm just gonna make a simple tea. Nothing too much. Let me see. Something to put. Yeah. Right there. So I literally just took a small bag for my trip. I left home on the 9th of May to the city, and I said to myself, I'm not going back. I am not going back because yeah, like I said, the environment was no longer serving me. Oops. I don't know. Ow. Okay. So yeah. This. has me sweating. Wow. Okay. That's enough. That's enough of that. A cup. Pot, pot, pot. Tea is good because it's like a detox, and you guys know how much I love tea. Like how obsessed I am with tea. So I always forget which one. Yep, got it. I always forget the gas system thing. Okay, so while the water is boiling, I will be chatting with you guys. Ignore my messy. So I don't even know how much information I want to tell you guys. But yes, first of all, I'm very, very sure a lot of you have noticed my absence online for, I think, throughout May. I've not really been active on my social media accounts, and I have seen my numbers drop, especially on Facebook. On YouTube, the numbers are still going up because that video is still blowing up. The video is about 2.7 million views now on YouTube. So that has kept the subscribers coming, and the engagement has still been steady. But for I've lost over 5,000 or almost 10,000 followers on, no, 5,000, about five, yeah, 5 to 7,000 followers on TikTok. I've lost, and I've lost almost 1,000 followers on Facebook. And even though I get new followers, but like I've lost that amount. and my views on Facebook has dropped so much that it's like I don't even know when I'm gonna get my next paycheck anymore. But all this to say that when people say, "Oh, social media should just be a side hustle thing," you need to get a job, you need to do this, you need to do that, and yet you see how much effort it takes to grow your following, to keep getting engagement, to stay consistent, to get paid literally monthly takes a lot of work, effort, and everything. Literally, you have influencers with millions of followers who post like on Facebook. I know some people that post over 20 videos. Literally, some people post up to 50 videos a day on a daily basis. Like they just post videos back to back, and these people have millions of followers, and I'm still in the 100Ks followers to get. So when people say, "Oh, you need to get a real job," like this is not a job, it needs to be a side hustle. These numbers that I have lost and um and have dropped is literally as a result of me not posting back to back throughout the month of May. So tell me how I could keep up those numbers. Like, yes, I took that, I really needed that time to like withdraw from the social media space and figure figure out some stuff to get, especially about my finances. The last video I made telling you guys about how being famous or having millions of views with $0 in my account was like it was like a breaking point for me where I had to just come out and say what was really going on, because people see your numbers online and they assume that, oh, wow, you have 25,000 subscribers on YouTube, you have millions of views, you are balling, they are paying you big money. I haven't even met the threshold for being monetized. So my YouTube is not monetized. My Facebook that is even monetized is still a struggle because the engagement is poor. You have followers that want you to, give them everything. Like they want you to keep evolving and giving them interesting things. And you can just say, oh, because sometimes, yes, it's good to stick to the format you started with that blew you up, but sometimes people lose interest in, they want to see more from you, and you giving the people more requires you having support, sponsorship, and all of that, which I do not have. I don't have sponsors yet. I don't have backup. I don't have anybody backing me up. I don't have anyone around me that has had this level of fame and understands what it means to be completely like dependent on social media as a source of income or as a source of livelihood. I don't have anyone around me like that. And where I was, um, like in my family house, was actually beginning to become a toxic environment for me, and it was taking a toll on my mental health and all of that. So, of course, I had to step away, you know, and I'm still hoping and praying that I will get the support I need, the financial support, especially when you talk about businesses. You start a business and people are not even supporting that business, and when someone um, is aware that you have a business, it now becomes a situation where it looks like, oh, of course you're a businesswoman, you have money, people just assume that, yeah, because you're selling something, you always have funds and you're doing well and your business must be doing well and all of that, which is not the case, okay? And of course, if business is not doing well, then you have to shut it down. You get. So finding myself in a new city without a home, without a place to call my own, literally couch surfing, it's like it's been it's been tough. It's been really tough. And I know sitting here right now in this kitchen and making tea and drinking, from the outside looking in, it's like, you're good, you're good. Like, if you don't have, like, how come you're in such, dude, not everything is as it appears or seems to be. So let's get that straight, okay? Um, my my career, like you all know, started 3 years ago. And this is the first time since starting 3 years ago that I've actually taken a long break like this from social media. I didn't even know how to do my, like, I had so many ideas of how I wanted to come back and, um, make my comeback so spectacular and all of that. But this video has been sitting on my heart, and I just felt like, you know what, I'm just gonna go live and do this today. Like, no excuse. In fact, before I even put on my camera, I was like, there's no lights, the rain fell and everywhere is dark. So, I'll just postpone the video. And just few seconds after I had that thought, the light came back and I was like, you have to make the video. No more excuses. You just have to make the video. And I knew that if I said I was gonna, like, take time to record before posting, it would, my phone cannot handle it. I'm out of storage on my phone right now. I need to change my phone. I've lost my Snapchat account. I've lost my, like I told you, I've lost so many followers. I've lost my Snapchat account. My Snapchat was deactivated. So I've not been on Snapchat. And that account was almost at 20,000 followers. It's all this in the space of less than 1 month. All this. And I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what to say or do anymore because I feel like I'm grasping for air. Like, I just need to breathe. I need to breathe. And every time I think, oh, I'm about to have a soft landing, I'm about to breathe, it's like, nope, still in the deep end. So if you think you can support me, support my hustle, which I would love to create more content. In fact, most of you know I'm an actress. I do movies. I've been acting since 2012. And at a point, I had to step away from the acting scene because it wasn't paying bills. But I really, really want to get back into the acting scene and, going for auditions, traveling for all of that, not knowing if you're going to get a call back or any of those things. Everything involves money. And like I said, I have no support, zero sponsor, zero support, zero backer, nothing. Collaborations I've done have not been monetized. They have just been collabs, strictly collaborations. Um, you post someone's business and maybe you get a, one or two outfits and all of that. That's just it. No payment for that. And yes, I know that um, you could get paid for all of these things, but packaging is everything, and I have not been able to get access to the I don't know. You guys, at this point, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm alive and well. I'm alive and well. Yes, thank God. I am homeless. Yes. But I am still very much, very, very much interested in continuing with my social media career. And hopefully, I can get this figured out very soon. And yeah, hopefully. I was so exhausted, like mentally so exhausted, because having to carry everything on my by myself. There are people who they say, "Oh, I'm gonna start selling spoons today." Like, I want to start selling spoons, and then they start it, and then everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. You can do it." Everybody's rooting for them. Like, yes, you can do this. You can become a global spoon seller. Like, you can do this. Like, people root for them and they cheer them on, and they just encourage them, and and they have that momentum. And some people even support financially. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put so much. Send me your account number. I'll give you money to buy your first order of spoons. There are people like that have this kind of support and um, encouragement whenever they start something. And then there's people like me that if I say I'm going to start selling the same spoon, let's say the same spoon, yes, I'm going to start selling the same spoon. I'm going to have people like if the first people I have are the ones that act like they don't see me trying to sell spoons. Like they've not even noticed. They see it, but they act like they didn't see it. Do you get? They'll pretend like they did not see it. They'll act like um sorry, hold on. Okay. Hot water. Okay. I'm trying to get hot water for my tea. I forgot completely that I could do this instead of boiling it on the this thing. Oh gosh. Can't see shit. Okay. Alright, yes. So they'll act like they don't see you trying to do this business. They did not notice. And then even when you directly message them and like, please help me support my business, buy spoon from me, blah blah blah. They'll be like, I already have spoons. I've bought spoons already. I don't need any spoons. Or yeah, I don't really like those type of spoons, blah blah blah. And then there are the ones that will be like, hey, why can't you try selling plates instead? Why are you selling spoons? I don't know if you're getting my analogy, but for everything you try to do, they just beat you down, or they pretend like they don't notice you trying to do that, or they'll rather go and buy it from someone else than to buy it from you because they think they're putting money in your pocket. And it's just so I have found myself in that category of people, and I don't know if it's a jealousy thing, if it's because they feel like, ah, even with the little you have, you've proven yourself so much that they just have to act like they don't notice so that you don't feel um, pompous or whatever it is. I have no idea how these people think, but they will rather not support you or encourage you or whatever in whatever you're trying to do. In fact, they pray for your downfall. They pray that you fall, and stay down so that they can laugh at you or send you crumbs, and make sure you're so grateful for the crumbs that they give you. And yeah, I used to watch this girl on YouTube, Mary Jane Byam, when since 2019 or so, 2018, can't remember. But when she started traveling while she was in China, she's a travel vlogger, and she wants to travel to every country in the whole world. And I used to watch her and be like, oh my gosh, how I wish I could do this. Like, just travel to places and get paid for traveling. Like, just be a travel influencer and, do some movies here and there. Like, I've always been a free spirit and wanting to just be free. But now I'm at a place where, yes, I still want to travel. I still want to do that. I still want to do travel content and all of that. But I just need a place of my own where I can know that in anywhere I'm traveling in the world, I can always come back, open my door, rest my head, and go back out into the world. And right now, I don't have that. So I don't know if you guys, any of my videos have ever touched, impacted you, or whatever, and you feel, or maybe you thought I was doing very well and I'm okay and everything, but I'm just putting it out there that I'm not, and I need you guys' support. And if you would like to support me, then I don't know, you can just drop a comment and maybe I'll drop my details for you guys, and you guys can support me in any way you want to. I don't really want to go into the whole GoFundMe thing, like, and all of that. But yeah, I need funding. I need support. I need sponsors. I need YouTube videos can be sponsored. If you have a business you feel you want me to attach in my YouTube videos that I make videos talking about the law of attraction, talking about weight loss and weight gain and all of that, my experience with weight loss and all of that. And I make videos talking about the steps. I do hot girl walks and all of that. I haven't even been able to do any of that recently, like going on my hot girl walks, because I have not had a stable. I can't even, like, right now, like I said, I just have a small bag that I carry with me. I brought with me on this trip. It's just a small bag. I just have like two or three clothes inside. So that's all I have with me now. So if you see me wearing the same clothes, it's just because that's all I have with me right now. And I'm not in a situation where I can say I'm going to go shop for clothes or I'm going to ask them to send my clothes over yet, because whose house am I going to keep them in? And so um, those that keep asking, oh, what about your family? Please know that that is not an option for me. Okay, I'm not going to go in deeper into that about my family or whatever, but it's not an option. So just know that that is not an option. Um, it's just, yeah, that's just that. So, yeah, I wish I could meet somebody like Asha Khan that would do what he, give me some support. or even Don Jazzy. I wish Don Jazzy would send me money. Um, Maybe you can tag them that I have been doing this by myself for the longest with my iPhone XR. There's no space on my phone anymore, so even shooting content is difficult. But I'm still keeping my head up and I'm still waking up and trying to show up. I just need a little push, a little support financially. I'm sweating because of the tea. Yeah, so that is that. I appreciate you all for being here and I love you guys so much and I hope that you remain blessed. Send help, support. Yeah, I'll drop my details in the. If you're from a foreign country, you want to send me dollars or whatever, I think I can drop my Clever account. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I hope to come back fully and make more exciting and inspiring content. I hope this wasn't too depressing for you guys to watch. And I love you all, and thank you for your support. Ciao.